Russell Tyrone Jones, better known as Old Dirty Bastard, or ODB, the heartbeat of the Wu-Tang Clan, was born on November 15, 1968, in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. ODB grew up in a gritty neighborhood where hip-hop was not a music genre, it was everything. At a young age, he already spun unconventional rhymes, freestyled with cousins, and geeked out on kung fu flicks. That love of kung fu movies would continue to shape the Wu-Tang's whole sensibility. Before becoming the mythic Wu-Tang Clan of 1991, ODB and his cousins, RZA and GZA, had a crew called Force of the Imperial Master, which they later renamed All In Together Now. ODB's stage name was coined from his wild, off-the-cuff rhyme style and homage to the 1980 martial arts film Old Dirty and the Bastard. When Wu-Tang issued their groundbreaking first album, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, in 1993, it flipped hip-hop on its head with its rawness and aggressive lyricism. He took listeners aback with his crazed, half-rapping, half-singing delivery. His aggressive energy and rough-around-the-edges personality made him the soul of the group. In 1995, ODB came alone with Return to the 36 Chambers, the dirty version, which was done with RZA and Fourth Disciple on the production. Shimmy Shimmy YA and Brooklyn Zoo were all ODB alone, untamed, and full of personality. It sold platinum, and critics loved its rawness. His hit single Got Your Money was everywhere, making it obvious that ODB was a commercial force. He didn't stop, he rode Mariah Carey's Fantasy remix and featured on Pras Michelle and Maya's chart-topping Ghetto Superstar, That Is What You Are. His versatility was astounding, alternating between humor, rawness, and even spirituality. ODB's 5% Nation named stage name Asin unique, proving that there was substance behind the irresponsible image. But ODB's life was as volatile as his sound. He was hitting the headlines for all sorts of stunts, some comedic, some sinister. In 1993, he was found guilty of second-degree assault and attempted robbery. In 1994, he was stabbed in a fight with another rapper. It became harder in 1998 when he got caught shoplifting a $50 pair of shoes in Virginia Beach after being found to possess $500. He interrupted the stage at the Grammys that year during Sean Colvin's acceptance speech with a shout of, "Wu-Tang is for the children." And then there was the time he rode up in a limo to receive a welfare check when his record was charting on the records. The media gobbled it up, but they created controversy over welfare, and he had his benefits cut. In 1999, ODB was shot 8 times by the police after a traffic stop in Brooklyn when they claimed he fired at them. The charges were dropped, but it improved his rebel image. He was arrested at a Philadelphia McDonald's in 2000 while he was hiding from law enforcement. In 2001, he received 2 to 4 years in prison for cocaine possession and did time under harsh conditions, such as suicide watch. Even behind bars, he kept writing, working on Wu-Tang's The W and his own The Trials and Tribulations of Russell Jones. He battled drug addiction and, in 2003, was diagnosed with schizophrenia. As James Parker of The Atlantic noted, ODB's life seemed to teeter on the edge of genius or chaos. The Atlantic, James Parker, 2004. After his time in prison, he signed with Rockefeller Records, seeking a fresh start. Wu-Tang was used once again, and he contributed to the Blade, Trinity soundtrack. He also released a live album, Disciples of the 36 Chambers. Tragically, on November 13, 2004, just 2 days shy of his 36th birthday, ODB unexpectedly fell into a coma at RZA's New York recording studio. A later autopsy revealed that his death resulted from a deadly mix of cocaine and tramadol, a fatal accidental overdose. His other followers reference ODB's claims that the CIA and FBI were stalking him, which fueled conspiracy claims. There is no evidence to back these claims, and it is likely his addiction and mental illness played a role in what was said. ODB was an oxymoron, a brilliant artist whose wild talent rewrote hip-hop, but whose demons ended in tragic loss. His legacy is still felt in Wu-Tang's innovative sound, his solo achievements, and his unapologetic self. He was not just a rapper, he was a cultural icon.